Hey guys, it's Matt Wenning at WenningStrength.com, and today we are going to talk about small muscles that you may be neglecting in your training. Now, I know that a lot of you guys, we always talk about lats and pecs and triceps and quadriceps and all these other things. These are very large muscle groups that tend to over-dominate lots and lots of our movement patterns and our sporting activities. But what you start to find is as you get older and you get stronger and you start pushing the limits of your skeletal muscular system, you start finding that the small groups of muscles are the ones that start limiting you or retiring you from your movement. So let's go into some small muscle groups and let's see if any of these come up and you haven't been training them. Maybe you should start putting some work into these muscle groups to make sure that you can maintain the large compound movements and sporting activities that you like to do. The first one I think we can't talk enough on, which is very popular and common for people to know, is the rotator cuff. Now, the supra and infraspinatus muscle group is a very small, thin, cord-like muscle that causes stability in the humerus joint, attaches it in a rotational fashion to the shoulder. Now, we have done videos on Patreon on why you should be limiting your military pressing, log pressing, and things of that nature due to the fact of what it does to the skeletal muscular system. So if you're unfamiliar with that, you definitely need to get on Patreon and check that video out because we put a lot of time and effort into it. But without going too much into that, you need to make sure that at least weekly you're doing something for your rotator cuff. So I posted an exercise of me laying on the ground and basically doing an internal and external rotation with lighter dumbbells. We do some form of rotator cuff movement almost every week, if not every upper body workout. The reason is that nobody thinks about the rotator cuff until it becomes a problem. And when it becomes a problem, it's usually too late. So what you need to do is make sure that not only the rotator cuff is very strong, but it's also very mobile. This becomes a big problem as well when you're a bench presser or something that's a movement of that pattern, because those muscles tend to get a little stiffer and a little tighter and then a little bit more prone to tearing and messing up.